What's happening, guys, and welcome to the Better Movie Podcast. I am your host, Matt Sloan, and joining me today is the one and only Chase.
What's up, man?
What's going on, Chase? This is the movie review show where we don't give it a score. We take a little tour, and today we are going to have an intergalactic tour of a crazy movie.
You know what? Today, Chase goes to space.
Chase goes to space. Chase may just well be the Last Starfighter.
I am the Last Starfighter because they didn't let brothers in the Union. I look at that. I look at all the soldiers in that unit. The brother one.
loads of aliens. Loads of aliens. Loads of white dudes.
and lizards.
And lizards.
You know, because, lizards, are white dudes. No.
Apparently so. I nearly fell off my chair.
Hey, look, I seen V. I'm telling you.
What a great start.
Oh, yeah.
This movie is 1984.
Yeah.
A pioneer of the digital effects.
Oh my God, man! This is like the start of like Asteroid.
Yeah.
Galaga, all the giant like pinball arcade games and everything like that. So, and everybody, it's worse than it is today.
Yeah.
Where you had to go to an arcade to play these games,
Yeah.
and so you had to get the high score. So that was always the thing. Hey man, you beat my high score. You beat my high score. So our character of Alex, played by Christopher Guest,
Yes.
who was a part of the Guest family.
Yes.
Oh no, it's not Christopher Guest because it's Lance Guest. Lance Guest, who was in Halloween 2.
Yeah.
He was in Halloween 2.
There's a big Halloween connection in this movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The director, I think.
Oh man, why don't you do the research? Wait, no. Who directed this one?
Is a guy. Oh,
it's a guy.
It's a guy. It's the same guy.
Same guy.
Who I can't. It's this dude, man.
You know what? He has a laptop in front of him. Doesn't mean anything. All he had to do was just punch it up. Who's the director of this movie? But,
I could do that.
But this movie, why you do that? This movie was classic because this was like a sci-fi film, a sci-fi family film. And you got the Spielbergian films going on about, like with E.T. and Close Encounters, but this was really a nice simple film set in a trailer park.
Yeah, that was a really cool.
I loved
twist.
I loved all these different characters that was in this place, and so Alex was like playing this one arcade machine called the Last Starfighter and everything, and it turns out that the person with the highest score would be selected to actually join a real
elite
Star Command
fighter unit.
The Starfighter unit and stuff like that. Now you're thinking that's an interesting, simple concept.
Yeah.
And what I also loved is that he had a little brother.
Yeah, the little kid
that admired him and stuff. So here was a guy who was like the hero of his own story.
Yeah.
Everybody liked him. He was helpful to everybody in the place.
Everybody liked him apart from his friends. His friends, yeah, he didn't have any friends. They were all mean to him
because he chose home over like drugs and rock and roll.
Sometimes being a good man.
Exactly. Because I think they wanted him to go to the beach, didn't they, or something like that. And he's like, I gotta stick around here.
I gotta fix the antenna.
I gotta fix the antenna for old Mabel.
Again.
Thank you, Alex.
The director of this movie was Nick Castle.
Now, you're right. Okay, so Nick Castle was a Halloween connection because he was not only just good friends with John Carpenter, but he was a stuntman.
Yes.
And he also was
the big
Michael Myers.
Ooh.
So I'm glad you looked it up because that is indeed true. So my man is right.
I was sort of really wanted to say. I don't. Sometimes my brain doesn't work so good.
Nah, man, you're all good. You're all good, man. You're all good. And stuff. So when one of the aliens comes down, played by Robert Forster.
Yeah.
Obviously not Robert Forster, but Robert Forster.
Centauri, right?
Yeah, playing Centauri. But what was Centauri there, Matt?
He was, apart from being super cool,
yeah,
he was the inventor of the game.
Okay, you didn't get me.
I know.
He was a lizard.
The lizard. Oh yeah, he was a lizard, wasn't he? Sorry. My brain just turned off. Where he takes his face off. Oh my god. Yeah.
You just think I said that because I was racist? I'm trying to set you up, bro.
He
was a good guy.
Centauri was a crazy space lizard,
and he had a really cool car.
And he had a really cool DeLorean.
Was it a DeLorean? It wasn't.
It's got to be a DeLorean. It looked exactly like the Back to the Future.
If it was a DeLorean, that would be so funny.
It was like a space DeLorean, right?
I know it had. I think it had the de-aging wings. And that's why you think it was. Oh my god, it was. Oh man, it probably was a DeLorean.
We're gonna have to check. Like,
oh man. Anyway, so yes, he had a really cool car and everything. And
space car.
And so he comes to get Alex, and Alex doesn't.
He doesn't want it
if he wants to go. And didn't he show him? So like he took him up.
Yeah, he takes him, doesn't he?
But then. You know, the magic thing is that he lets him come back home.
Yeah.
To say goodbye.
Yeah.
And everything. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But yeah. This was really cool. So who was the bad guy in that?
Who's the bad guy? I mean, they
probably just generic bad guys. They were like Cylons, weren't they, from Battlestar Galactica?
Yeah, there's like the evil prince guy who's like trying to take over, and he gets the staff or the trident thing. But he's just a backstory. He's not even evil.
Nah,
he's just got
not even evil.
He's not even evil.
I like how you say that.
He's just got a stick. He's got a big metal stick, and he points it at people, and he's like, "You got to blow up the Starfighter base."
But then there was the whole factor that like he would just like it was really like asteroids, wasn't it? It was really just like and then but I would say you said it was like early digital effects. They were really good, weren't they?
They were like, well, it was like I love the digital effects because it was nice watching so many of these kind of movies, and they're all analog effects, or it's like
because it's
hand drawn.
Yeah, because like you're looking back at it, but like so when I was first watching it, right, when we had the analog, it was like,
my god,
because I mean, you know, you're talking about after Star Wars, of course, that was like the first thing that took us into space. So here was a film where it's like on Saturday morning on TV we had like shows like Jason the Star Command, and you know, all these different like space shows,
all the crazy space shows,
where it's like, oh, I could go into space, you know, I could be a pilot and everything. So here was like this fantasy, you know, Buck Rogers, the 25th century and stuff like that. So it was really good to be able to have this thing. It was that life fulfillment. Like if you're like was that lonely kid or isolated kid that was sitting in your room that just discovered video games.
That's like escapism.
You know what I mean? So here you could be this kid in the trailer park that, you know, this video game could actually lead you to real adventure out there in space.
Save the world, man.
You know, and everything. And
it was crazy being a bit of a, I kind of like the creation of like the effect stuff, a bit of in nerding. It's like that movie like pioneered digital effects, man. Like it did. Like for real. Like watching them now, they look awful.
Oh yeah. But
they're just like
actually, you know, I mean, revisiting it doesn't look that bad.
It's not.
You gotta imagine that this is around the time that was Superman 3.
Yeah.
You know, with Superman with Richard Pryor, and they did all the battles in digital.
Yeah.
And this was really 8-bit digital.
Yeah.
So this wasn't bad at all for this time.
For the time, Well, for the time, it was awesome.
and I still think I still think it holds up when you look back at it.
Yeah.
Because the story had so much heart to it.
Yeah, that is very true. This is like the story of this movie is it's just great. Isn't it? Like it's kind of like a simple premise, but the plot like goes around Alex and like it unfolds as he's going on his own little journey with Centauri at the start, and like where they blow up the base, and he doesn't even know he's the last one, and all stuff like that, and then Centauri brings him back.
Good compared to all those other people that were selected, you know, and that's kind of like he went to the game convention and beat everybody.
But it's also like his reaction was kind of really human in a way, because it's like, oh, by the way, like, nice one for beating the high score. We know you're a really good, like, star pilot.
Yeah.
There's a real war going on in space. Do you want to come and, like, fight it for us? You know? It's just like, hell no, I don't want to come and fight your war. Absolutely not.
Dude, it's a video game.
I'm just here to get a high score and some respect, you know what I mean?
Some respect, man.
I don't want to be a commander-in-chief and fight loads of aliens for real.
Yeah, because he really didn't want to leave the girl.
Yeah, true.
But then when they allowed him to come back for the girl, that was the thing.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the girl for a second. What's her name? Catherine Mary Stewart?
Her name is Catherine Mary Stewart. She plays Maggie.
Now, this Maggie. Oh, man. I love it when the black guy goes, Maggie. But, like, it's just the fact that it's the 80s, right?
Yeah.
So this was like
84.
Urban Cowboy, with Deborah Winger. You know what I mean? And I know you don't know what that is. But, like, I'm just trying to say, she had that country... lanky,
okay, it's kind of like
that
trailer
she
park
could be
vibe,
a
isn't
bit
it?
tomboyish or whatever, but she was just sexy. She had the hair like the girl in Flashdance. You know what I mean? So it was just kind of like she was a simple girl.
Yeah.
It wasn't like she was some beauty queen, but she was supposed to be just the girl back home. The girl next door, and she really played that well and everything. And
I really liked her in this movie. I kind of didn't want it to get sidelined and be left at home so much. I feel like. Yeah,
but then that's
it's kind of the whole point.
That was what was really kind of great was when he got to come back home, because I'm trying to think, like when he go around trying to tell everybody that he went to space and they didn't believe him?
No, he comes back with Greg at the end, and he's like, hey, I'm this really cool starfighter now. Do you want to like come with me and come on my space adventures and be my girl in there? And she's like, well, I don't know.
Yeah, but so then is that when he told everybody and they were like, what? Because there was that moment of them disbelieving.
This whole thing we've missed.
The whole
thing we've missed.
I'm telling you, bro.
The character of Alex, but it's not Alex. It's Beta Alex.
Oh yeah.
It's Beta Alex, man.
Beta Alex. I'm gonna forget about that. So that way he could disappear. He had somebody in his place, and he was just like not the same. So he was destroying things. And they were like, "Yo, dude, what's up with you?" And she was
so
like,
good.
"You're not cool."
Slaps him every other day. It's like, oh, that was great. Well,
and then I think his brother discovered that he was a robot and everything, and so he was trying to cover up for him.
Yeah, and he's all like, oh, it's going.
Yeah,
it's going.
It's gone.
It's gone.
but the point is the fact that so real Alex does come back, and that's why everybody's like, "Oh my God, it's true. Yeah. You are, like a superhero
space
in a way.
Nice spaceship, man."
And that's why I was asking about the characters, because there was this old black man. Right.
He's kind of like the wise dude at the start, and he's like
he was very much like this actor Dick Miller, who was like in Gremlins and all that, and like he played the same thing all the time, that saucy old man and everything. But it was really cool that Nick Castle probably recognized, we can have a black guy play this part.
Hell yeah.
Whereas no, and I just thought, for me, that man was the most intriguing part, because I mean him and the old lady and stuff like that. But it hit me in the feels, man.
Yeah,
it hit me in the feels, man. Did it hit you in the feels?
It did.
I mean, the goodbye scene and everything like that.
It really did, man. Like I love that. I love that scene, especially like at the end, where she doesn't know if she wants to go.
I know,
and she's like,
"Don't make me cry.
I gotta stay with my granny."
Oh man, and then her granny's like, "Girl, I'm old and dust. Get the hell on that ship.
get your ass on that ship now.
Get your ass to the chopper." Get on the chopper. But that was cool, because you knew that she wasn't just going to be a dancer.
Yeah.
You knew that if she went up into space, she would join us, because we've already been introduced to other starfighters that were female. So like, and then what I loved was the iconic shot. So when the ship is taking off, then his brother pulls up a stool,
and he gets
and starts playing the game. I was like, I'm not kidding. because I got a big brother.
I also got a big brother.
You know what I mean? But it was
I feel
like,
it so much.
so yeah, it's kind of like, I'm gonna follow in his footsteps,
Yeah.
man. And I mean, that was good. That was the ending, man.
Yeah.
That's why that movie is still
really
out, memorable today.
Yeah.
I think.
Hell yeah. So
Yeah.
getting to the ending, that gives us a nice kind of point to go. Smash it all together. Let's flip this movie on its head.
Flip it.
Let's start with the cast. If we could recast one member of this cast, who would you recast? Said the word cast too many times.
Damn. I mean, everybody did a great job.
Yeah.
I mean, at the time, I mean that the Lance Guest could have been played by Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then again, it's because he's Luke. No.
Yeah.
So, oh man, God, I'm thinking. Did you ever see what's his name? The Power of the Matthew Star and everything. That guy, he was in Friday the 13th. Brandon, Jesus, you know what I mean, and stuff, like he had the long hair. I'm just gonna say Powers of Matthew Star. That guy.
That guy.
he could have been the Last Starfighter.
Yeah, you reckon he could be Alex?
Yeah, I mean, true enough. I mean, because Lance Guest, I think he had done. That's why he was the star in this. I think he had done Halloween 2. Yeah, and the Guest family. There's like 3 brothers. Yeah, and everything, and they're all actors and stuff. But Lance was always kind of like the overlooked, not just because he was the youngest, but it was just like, So I really just think it was one of those things where you're making a movie and you need somebody to star in it, and you're working with this guy, and he's thinking, hey, I'm making a movie next week. Oh yeah, can I be in it?
Can I be in the movie?
Who doesn't have friends like that?
True.
I'm hoping Andrew's got my close up. Who doesn't have friends like that?
To slow zoom.
I'm making a movie.
To slow zoom.
Yeah, slow zoom. I'm making a movie. So I really think that's how Lance got this part. So anybody could have played it. Nice. That's why I'm thinking about that guy who played in Powers of Matthew Star. That's my pick.
That'd be good. I kind of want to recast Centauri as like someone. But
maybe with the real Robert Forster. No.
he just does like a real good job, man. I was struggling because I was having a little think on the way off, and I was like, who would I recast in this movie?
It's just the fact that because I could feel that was like the actor's process. Like Robert Forster. Like he had like the hat. Yeah. The suit. They had the wine and the thing, and I think that it was like the things that an actor brings to a part.
Yeah, true.
So if you put anybody else in it, like what would they have done with it? Yeah, that's what I'm really trying to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm struggling to find.
I dig you on him being in Centauri, but I think anybody could have really done that and put their own little spin on it.
True. It's a very open-ended character, like.
Yeah. Because again, and when he makes the sacrifice, because it's kind of like Luke Gossett Jr. in Enemy Mine. Once you put him in the alien makeup and everything, it could be anybody. Bro, it could be anybody.
Scary lizard alien face.
It wasn't a scary lizard alien face.
That when he's in the ship and he takes it off for the first time, I was a bit like, whoa, because I just wasn't expecting him to
like
look
seeing
like
him naked.
That. Yeah, a little bit. Less sexy though.
That would have been
like
a funny scene.
Really awkward naked scene. Yeah, it's like, hey man, it's not just his face. It's like just my full alien. I'm going full alien. But his face is like another thing from like recently. I've been watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Because I'm still a child.
Ahsoka Tano. She's coming on Mandalorian. Yeah. Let's not let anybody know because who knows when the show airs.
we might even talk about it. But there's an enemy in the Clone Wars and he's called Cad Bane.
All right.
And now and his face and his design is literally Centauri's lizard.
Oh yeah.
It's like exactly the same. Even when he wears a hat and everything.
Really?
And I had again. not drawing the connections.
I have a sense that you don't know Enemy Mine, another classic movie that you should have on the show because it was starring Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett Jr.
Okay.
Louis Gossett Jr. was the alien.
Yeah.
Right? So he had the alien face like Centauri did. But then they had a, kind of like a bromance. They were the only two on the planet. And alien Louis Gossett Jr. was pregnant.
Oh, okay.
And then, Dennis had to, help him, birth the child. And it's like, oh, it's our baby. Oh my God. I've never seen a film like this.
That's a crazy movie. That's
the real movie.
that could easily be the sequel. He just goes to that planet and finds him.
There we go. There you go.
So, yeah, I mean, I had a really good time with this movie.
Yeah, me too.
And it's kind of one of those movies where, 80s, it's just all Star Wars.
Yeah.
Everything's getting compared to Star Wars.
Especially at that time, yeah.
Yeah, I did it myself. I was like, there was just there's scenes like, in the mission control part, and it's like, this just looks like it's just taken out of Star Wars. But like, I really liked how they didn't kind of draw the line too close to Star Wars.
They made their own film here. Yeah, that's
with
clearly,
it, like,
clearly.
It's like Star
kind of
Wars
like, hey,
it's
a black film in California, so it must be the same thing as Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
They're both in space. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Chasing space.
Chase in space. So, what else haven't we talked about? Oh, here's a funny thing. Will Wheaton.
He's not in this movie.
He's not. But he's credited in this movie.
Is he?
Yeah, he was meant to be. The little kid, Alex's little brother.
Yeah.
He's meant to be his mate.
No.
And
he got cut out.
Yeah, they got cut. Apparently, he's still. I didn't go back and watch it, but apparently, he's in the start of the movie. Like some
kid in the background.
Little Will.
I got to go back and look at that. Little Will Wheaton cut out of his first film. Not really. He cut out before. Because no, I'm thinking about Stand By Me, but no, that was John Cusack. Will Wheaton's in it. Yeah, I'm just saying. Will Wheaton's an actor. He's been doing stuff.
Will Wheaton was in a movie.
He was in a movie. And he was cut out. You see, you have to be a serious nerd to watch this show anyway. But he's in the end credits.
Yeah, his name's in the movie.
His name's in the movie.
If you like Will Wheaton, go watch this movie.
Just to watch his name at the end of the movie.
The testament to this film, which is probably not going to get kind of glossed over, it is such a great movie.
Yeah.
With no villain.
Technically no villain.
With literally, there's no bad guy really. It's just more of
the bad
impending
enemy.
Doom.
It's the bad enemy that is overpowering the Star Command and to make him the last Starfighter. Yeah. So I mean, it's the invisible enemy, kind of like Independence Day.
Yeah, true that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
it happens.
Yeah. Bad enemy. Bad guy.
Bad guy don't get a backstory.
Yeah.
Maybe because if he's an alien, it's like, what is he going to do? Yes, so I had a problem with my shopping. oh, they're coming for us, sir. Battle stations.
Everyone else in this movie has such a good it's not touched upon, but it's adhered to, where it's they've led these kind of crazy lives, and they have they're crazy sort of world building things and character building things, and then it gets to the bad guy. I can't even remember his name. He's just he's
kind of. I mean, you remember John Saxon in Battle Beyond the Stars?
I never seen that movie.
That is another one for you to watch. Battle Beyond the Stars. It's Magnificent Seven in space, and they have a Centauri type of character.
Oh, nice.
Played by Hannibal from the A-Team.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Whatever the music is.
Yeah, that one.
I knew we'd get there at
the end. Oh yeah, that was her. I did have a thinker who wanted to recast the Centauri, but it's my brain warping time a little bit. Because because
it's supposed to be 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and because in my head, Bill Murray's older than he actually is.
Yeah,
Or, like,
but he was old enough at this time.
I reckon Bill Murray for Centauri.
Wow, that would have been good because he wouldn't have been as cocky.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been between Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2, I think.
That's like
And he didn't even want to do Ghostbusters, so I can't say he wouldn't have been as cocky.
true. I don't know. If anyone wants to get on the phone to Bill Murray and ask him, then let us know in the comments.
Yeah, get on the phone with Bill Murray, not to me.
Right then. I think we touched on most things.
Yep.
There are some great one-liners in this movie.
There are. Hit me.
It's like that's all you'll ever be with Centauri. He's like, I don't want to go and be a starfighter. And he's like, I'm just a trailer park boy. And he's like, if that, and then he's just like, that's all you'll ever be. Kind of shuts him down, stuff like that.
Yeah. We've heard that story. From Dad, from Mom, from ex-wives.
Yeah.
How old are you, man? Okay. That's all you ever be.
That's still all I am.
That's all I am, man. I am what I am because I'm Popeye.
This movie did go and get 2 spin-off video games on the Super Nintendo and the Atari, maybe.
Obviously the Atari, because that was big one at that time.
Yeah.
Atari and ColecoVision.
Yeah, but they had absolutely nothing to do with the movie.
Well, it's like when you had your home video, your original home video systems. Those were the big ones. So, I mean, like I remember having like a missile. I remember having Missile Command game, and it was, I mean, it was great, but obviously it was horrible. It was straight. I'm in space.
Are you sure I'm in space?
I'm turning the ball.
I don't feel like I'm in space.
We're talking about 8-bit to death, bruv. I'm saying. I mean,
awesome. So, guys, thank you for joining us on this little crazy space adventure that is The Last Starfighter.
That's right, man. Star Warp to Sector 7.
Yeah, set warp drives to the next episode.
Oh, wait a minute. What does Kirk say? Once around the sun and back to tomorrow.
Yeah,
I don't know. He said something like that.
Something like that
in the movie.
Let us know in the comments.
Jeez, you're wrong.
Thank you for watching us, guys. Take it easy.